Coming up next on Connections, 5000 series railcars take to the track after the CTA takes delivery of the brand new cars. Ho ho ho! Away we go! We'll tell you how you can catch the CTA holiday train now in its 20th year of service. Plus, check out unique gifts for your favorite transit enthusiast on ctagifts.com. And got a taste for something different? The CTA welcomes new vendors to several CTA rail stations. Those stories and a look at the proposed 2012 CTA budget. And the CTA's entrance on the social media stage. All coming your way right now on Connections. Hello, I'm Omar Barragan. Welcome to Connections. They're here. Brand new 5000 series rail cars are now in service and more on the way. These state-of-the-art rail cars will replace the oldest cars in the CTA's fleet, some of which are more than 40 years old.
The much anticipated 5000 series is in revenue service today.
The first of CTA's new 5000 series railcars enters service on the Pink Line.
Following the Pink Line, we will put cars and trains into service on the Green and Red lines in 2012, followed by the Orange, Yellow, and Purple lines. All of the new trains will be phased in by 2014.
The new cars will replace the oldest cars in CTA's fleet. Some of those cars are 41 years old. The cars use the latest technology and design to give customers a more comfortable and secure transit experience.
We're receiving over the next couple years 700 plus cars. It's the first modernization of the cars since 1992, 20 years. We're getting not only a more modern car with a great deal of comfort, because of the cameras on it, a great deal of security.
A touchscreen display in the operator cab allows the operator to call up video from individual cars.
One of the key features we have is a video streaming to the cab. If there's an emergency in the train, passenger can hit the PIU button, passenger intercom button, and then the operator will get a signal that there's something going on. This is your operator, can I help you?
Eventually, these cameras will transmit real-time video that can be assessed by the Chicago Police Department and the Office of Emergency Communication.
Aisle-facing seating makes for a roomier ride and a better flow of people.
Flow is better, actually. Where if there's a lot of standees, a lot of seated passenger, it still gives you a bit of an aisle down the middle to make it through the train, so you're never blocked in.
I was surprised when I first came. I thought I was in the wrong train or something. It's nicer and it looks bigger too.
They're great new trains. They're comfortable. You can obviously get a lot more riders on here a little bit more efficiently than you could with the older trains.
Other noticeable improvements? LED signs on the exterior and interior of the cars.
I like the signs over there. They're electronic. They're elements like that.
The interior signs display next stop, time, date, and text versions of audio announcements.
Customers will also notice new system maps with LED indicator lights. These maps serve as a directional tool and let riders know where they are presently located and where the next station stop is.
Each car has space for 2 wheelchairs. There are photoluminescent strips outlining aisles and doorways, glow-in-the-dark decals for safety signs, and an overhead blue light designates the location of the passenger intercom button.
They're beautiful, comfortable, wider, cleaner.
Not as obvious to customers are mechanical upgrades that include computerized diagnostics and regenerative braking.
Computerized controls with diagnostics can pinpoint problems and speed up repairs. And regenerative braking is a new green feature that will allow brake energy to return back to the third rail, reducing our carbon footprint and saving money.
In all, the CTA will get 706 new 5000 series cars. Bond sales will pay for the cars.
You cannot run a 21st century economy on a 20th century infrastructure. And this is another down payment in bringing the CTA into the 21st century.
Over the course of just 10 years, CTA estimates the 5000 series will save an average $8.7 million each year in maintenance. You don't need a smartphone to get access to bus tracker information anymore. 400 LED bus tracker displays are being installed at bus shelters across the city.
So this basically...
This is the first one in the city, and there's several more going in today.
The city's first CTA bus tracker display debuted in Hyde Park. The LED display, LED stands for light emitting diode, is one of 400 to be installed.
The signs announced by Mayor Emanuel will help answer the question that every commuter every day asks, when is my bus coming? The LED signs will display 4 lines of text for the next 4 buses serving that particular location and their arrival times, and they will eventually display other important transit alerts.
The displays will be placed at the busiest shelters and those that serve as key transfer and connection points. At least 2 will be placed in each of the city's 50 wards during the initial rollout.
We're here to serve the commuters and users of the system and making sure both from technology, from cleanliness to the safety, all the resources are applied to where it most matters, where the commuter meets the system.
The information on the displays is the same information people receive if they use CTA bus tracker applications on their smartphones.
They're all supplied by the cellular network and are coming from the same data source that the bus tracker app is providing as well. They are pretty simple and they are aesthetically pleasing. They fit well with the design of the shelters.
I think they're very convenient. Reminds me of the Parisian public transport system.
I think it's a great way to see if do I have to run to catch the bus or if I have a little time. I think they're a great way to just see when it's coming.
Usually I have to track it on my phone, and it's a lot easier just to look up and see it there. So it's very helpful.
The displays also have an audio component to assist visually impaired customers.
Next arrival, 4 minutes for Route 28, destination 47th and Lake Park.
This is a great example of providing information to the community in a very granular level so that everybody has access to it. Not everybody has a smartphone, so this hopefully provides an opportunity for people to better plan.
The first 150 displays should be in place by next spring, with an additional 250 in place by next fall. The full list of locations for the first 150 displays are on the CTA's website, www.transitchicago.com. The CTA has completed installation of more than 1,700 new cameras at rail stations across the system. The installation was completed 2 months ahead of schedule. Recently, those cameras helped identify a suspect in a murder case and several other suspects in a string of robberies.
Those cameras were essential in catching the 2 incidents and the 2 criminals that were committing crimes or had committed crimes. And that's an indication of how that technology can be helpful.
In June, the CTA announced an accelerated program to double the number of high-definition surveillance cameras at rail stations.
These cameras are valuable additions to the police department crime-fighting tools, and they also help to make our system safer for our riders as well as our employees.
The new cameras are in addition to the existing camera network, so there will be a total of more than 3,000 cameras up by the end of the year. That, plus an added police presence on the CTA, helps keep criminal activity in check.
It helps the police department, and it helps those who are dedicated to the public transportation system from a security standpoint do their job better.
From June through early November, images pulled from CTA surveillance cameras have assisted police in the arrests of at least 50 people suspected of committing crimes both on and off CTA property. The CTA Holiday Train marks its 20th anniversary this year. Santa Claus is the star of the CTA Holiday Train, but it's the galaxy of lights that commands the attention of all who see it pass by.
There's over 125,000 lights on the train, and it's just beautiful at nighttime, and it never ceases to amaze anyone. When you pull into a station and people don't expect this train to come in, the looks on their faces are just priceless.
See you later! CTA employees make all the decorations on the flatbed train car that sails Santa across Chicagoland. They also string up all the lights on the 6 holiday train passenger cars.
They're specially wired so that we can turn that 600 volts we take off our third rail into 110 volts to run all the Christmas lights. And when they see it coming with all the lights at night, you know, you see all the cell phone cameras come out and everybody gets a smile on their face.
Every year, it's just amazing to see the reaction of the passengers that get on and the smiles that we bring to them. And also, you can tell that even the workers out here just enjoy it every year.
CTA employees donate money for food every year and then pack it up for delivery to representatives from various community organizations.
The donations have always been consistent, and people have been very generous, even in these hard times.
It costs nothing extra to ride, just regular fare.
As the years have progressed, the crowds have definitely gotten larger. Schedules go out, all routes, and we distribute those schedules so the riding public knows exactly when the train is coming to their line.
The holiday train runs select weekdays and Saturdays from November 25th through December 22nd. It travels on all the CTA's rail lines so everyone gets a chance to say hello to Santa and take part in this holiday tradition, now in its 20th year.
The complete holiday train schedule is on the CTA website, www.transitchicago.com. It makes all the same stops a regular train does, so if it catches you by surprise when it pulls into your station, get on board and join in the fun. The holiday shopping season is just around the corner, but you don't have to head around the corner or to a busy shopping mall to do your shopping. Find unique gifts from the comfort of your computer at ctagifts.com.
From head to toe, ctagifts.com has you covered.
CTAgifts.com is a great place for any kind of transit enthusiast to go to purchase items that have the CTA map, CTA station signs. It's a great way to build brand awareness, and there is some very unique stuff. And you'd be surprised that some of the big sellers, like our biggest seller is the CTA shower curtain, which is a map of our system that people hang in their bathrooms.
New products are introduced regularly.
We have a new toddler t-shirt, and on that toddler t-shirt there's a bus and there's another one with a train. Our wooden trains have been popular. They can use them with other train sets. That one continues to be a really good seller for us. We have something for everyone at ctagifts.com.
Many of the products are designed for people who use the system and need tote bags like this retro bag.
We also have one of these, which is a larger kind of gym bag, tote bag that has our system map on it, has our rail map on it, the different stops. We have some other little bags that go inside it.
Fill up those bags with CTA pens. Aren't these fun? Or if puzzles are your idea of fun, try this one.
It's a 500-piece puzzle, shows the entire system. It's a great way to get to know our grid system, the bus lines and the train lines.
The puzzle may be a challenge, but viewing the products and ordering is easy. And while online, see how you can special order t-shirts and other items customized with your favorite outstation sign. Whether you're looking for a trinket or a special occasion gift, you'll find it at ctagifts.com.
It's a good place to go for the people that you think have everything.
So we have a lot of really unique items that people just don't necessarily find anywhere else.
Typically, it takes about 4 to 7 days for an item to ship. Allow extra time around the busy holiday shopping season. CTA President Forrest Claypool has proposed a 2012 budget that holds the line on fares and maintains current service levels. Critical to the budget are labor reforms and deep management cuts.
Today, I am proposing a $1.24 billion budget for 2012 that calls for no fare increases and no service reductions, but instead relies on cuts to bureaucracy, management efficiencies, labor reform, and work rule changes to balance the budget and help fill a $250 million deficit.
The $1.24 billion figure is $66.2 million less than last year's budget. That's a budget cut of more than 5%.
In 5 months, our administration has cut hundreds of positions and launched aggressive management efficiencies that are saving tens upon tens of millions of dollars. The result is a lean management structure and the smallest number of employees in the CTA's history.
Still, a $277 million deficit remains. CTA leaders say additional management efficiencies can save $117 million. Another $160 million can be saved with labor and work rule reforms.
Our employees work hard, and I want to underscore that the vast majority of our employees come to work every day and provide outstanding customer service.
This budget reflects a commitment to reforming the CTA at every level. It charts the right course to support the CTA's mission of delivering quality, affordable transit for its riders.
Since the recession, greatest recession in my lifetime, I'm 52 years of age, we can no longer do business the way it's been done in the past. It is a new day, and we've got to approach it in a way that we're not here year after year with this.
The start of the CTA's current financial crisis dates back nearly 30 years. The state's 1983 regional sales tax distribution formula severely shortchanges the CTA.
CTA provides 82% of the rides and 58% of the transit capacity, but receives just 49% of state funding.
State and federal mandates require the CTA to provide more than $100 million annually for free and heavily discounted rides. State compensation is just $28 million.
And perhaps most significant of all, the General Assembly in 2008, as the recession was beginning to grind our economy to a halt, required immediate and fully funded pension and health care trusts for the CTA. The cost of those mandates is nearly $100 million higher than the revenue provided under the same legislation.
The CTA's financial history and proposed solutions to the long-standing budget issues are outlined in the President's 2012 Budget Recommendations book, which you can read on the CTA's website at transitchicago.com. As the book details, the financial situation is dire, but CTA leadership is confident a solution is at hand.
Together, we can reform and renew an agency central to regional economic growth and the quality of life in our neighborhoods and our communities.
Got a taste for a taco with a twist? How about a fresh gourmet salad or an all-natural fruit smoothie? The newest tenants at CTA rail stations offer a departure from the typical food fare customers have come to expect.
Would like a smoothie?
Get a taste of the tropics at the Belmont station on the red, purple, brown lines. Maui Wowie, a Hawaiian smoothie and coffee bar, is now open.
Maui Wowie is the destination for all things Hawaiian. It's a franchise, and we specialize in serving Hawaiian coffees. All of our coffees are sourced exclusively from the Hawaiian Islands, and fresh fruit, all natural, no preservative smoothies.
Priscilla Taylor pitched her business plan to the CTA and was thrilled to get the lease at Belmont.
Looking at the numbers for Belmont, there are almost 4 million people annually that come through this station, and I thought it was just so perfect for a business opportunity.
We view our CTA stations as the center of the neighborhood, and by being able to lease these retail spaces to small businesses, it provides a convenience and an amenity to our passengers, and it generates revenue for the CTA.
That's good for the CTA, good for its customers, and good for small business owners. Lupito's Juice Bar at Damon on the Pink Line is another new CTA tenant. Healthy food choices are on the menu here.
The CTA station is a great place to open a business because these people is demanding every day, every single day they go to work, they go to school, natural juices, fresh salads, paninis, New York style bagels, and coffee. A great coffee we want to bring from Mexico is going to be organic.
Someone got your goat? You bet, at Roquito's Mexican Streetside Kitchen at the Wilson Red Line station. Curried goat, pineapple, and Asian hot sauce are some of the unique ingredients added to tacos at Roquito's.
I'm trying to make tacos a new comfort food in America, so why not here in Uptown? We have people coming off the train, that's most of our clientele, and people coming off the bus, and we have Truman College next door, and so it's a wide mix of everything.
This space used to sell Italian beef, but the owners wanted to change the menu without changing location.
Raquitos came in, repurposed the place, did some incredible decorations, and redid the interior and the exterior, and now it's a Mexican taco place.
After hours on Fridays and Saturdays, we have walk-up service. We have this window, we slide it open, people come up, and that's why we call it Raquitos Mexican Street-Side Kitchen. They just walk up, order from the kitchen.
There are both CTA station and street-side access at Maui Wowie and Lupito's Juice Bar too. That's an added incentive for businesses looking to lease space from the CTA.
These are good locations with a lot of traffic and a lot of people coming through. So if there's any customers out there with a good idea that want to rent one of our spaces, they should go to ctarealestate.com and check out to see what we have available.
Remember that web address, ctarealestate.com. The CTA is looking for proposals for up to a dozen retail spaces over the next several months. The recently renewed Logan Square station is drawing positive reviews from the thousands of customers who pass through here every day. It's a cleaner, brighter, and overall a better station, thanks to the coordinated efforts of the CTA Renew crew.
It is night and day from what it was just 4 or 5 months ago. Cleaner, better lit, much different experience and atmosphere that makes the commute a more favorable experience.
The transformation of the Logan Square station is the work of the CTA's Renew crew. The Renew crew consists of a disparate team of workers who come together in a coordinated effort to make comprehensive improvements at CTA stations.
We take a SWAT team approach, come in and hammer out every repair, deep clean, make every improvement and amenity that needs to be done at the station all at once so it has an impact.
That's opposed to doing the work piecemeal, with individual units heading out to fix a problem independent of other maintenance and repair crews.
It was the first time we really had a full company-wide group that worked on it. It was our jock contractors, so it was construction workers, signage, communications was out there doing the new cameras. So there was a full company unit out there that made a huge impact. It looks beautiful.
Renewal program is really a new way of looking at maintaining our stations, and it's a way of coordinating all the different forces that used to work independently of each other. So it's not just about making the most efficient use of our own in-house trades, it's also about making the most efficient use of products or services that are available in the marketplace.
Not only is it a more efficient way to work, the impact is more pronounced.
You'd see a lot of work on the outside in terms of the canopy, in terms of the landscaping that we've improved. If you go inside, the escalators are repaired, there's new lighting, it's re-lamped, it's cleaned. We've done a lot of painting, power washed all the walls, we've repaired the ceilings.
From Logan Square, the Renew crew moved to California on the Blue Line. Over the next year or so, the crew will hit some 100 CTA rail stations. Work will be tailored to the individual needs of each station.
To the extent that we have a lot of green space around a station, we're going to bring more landscaping to the table. Other stations fit very tightly in the context of the community, so we're going to look at really, making sure that we put the best face forward on the station as it sits, say, amongst tightly in 3 or 4 other buildings.
Recent budget efficiencies freed up funding for the Renew crew program. The investment in station improvements will pay dividends in the future.
It is an anchor in a community. It touches a neighborhood like almost nothing else in that neighborhood. You can see the before and after at Logan Square. You have better lighting, painting. It's a whole different sense when you go to that platform. And making this experience different will improve ridership, increase traffic, make our lives, all of us who use public transportation, better.
Let the CTA know what you think about the Renew Crew program and ways it could be improved. There's a quick survey you can take on the CTA website at www.transitchicago.com. If you're heading to a Bears home game this season, the CTA has your game plan. Sideline your car. Let the CTA run interference around Soldier Field traffic and take a pass on high parking rates.
Going that way.
The 128 Soldier Field Express. Bears fans board in front of Union Station and the Ogilvie Transportation Center. The next stop, Soldier Field.
The 128 is put specially for the Bears game. and that operates 2 hours before the game and 1 hour after the game.
The Soldier Field Express drops off fans right outside the stadium, and it picks them up post-game at another stop just a few feet away.
There's a lot of traffic, and CTA is the fastest and best way to do it because it drops you off door to door.
The CTA uses only its articulated buses on the 128 route to move the most people possible in the least amount of time. It's the same with the 146 Inner Drive Michigan Express bus, which is another option for game day.
You can board on Michigan between Water Tower and South Water, and then on State Street from South Water to Roosevelt, and then on to Soldier Field.
The 146 makes a stop here at the Roosevelt Elevated Station to collect customers traveling to Soldier Field on the red, orange, or green lines. A third option for Bears fans. Many fans, however, choose to walk the short distance from station to stadium.
And don't forget CTA service to sporting events at the United Center. The number 20 Madison bus is always an option, and it drops fans right outside the United Center. But the number 19 is the United Center Express, expressly for sports fans. The number 19 leaves every 12 to 15 minutes from Michigan and Randolph, starting 90 minutes before tip-off or face-off.
It's a great way to go. It's the fastest mode for me from work. I work downtown. It's the easiest way to head there. I get to have a few drinks, all those things at the game, head back home, enjoy myself, and enjoy the Hawks.
After the game, number 19 buses pick up sports fans in front of the United Center and take them back downtown. Express service runs about every 15 minutes for 1 hour following the game.
The CTA is making it easier than ever for customers to stay connected. CTA now has a Facebook page and Twitter account.
Check it out on transitchicago.com/social. It's the starting location for all CTA social media, including Twitter, Facebook, Flickr, and individual CTA connection segments on YouTube. CTA is using online media tools to provide customers with service information, news, and photos. Also, this is your chance to engage in conversation with the CTA. Let the CTA know what you think.
Also launched is the new CTA updates at transitchicago.com/updates. That's a subscription text or email service for customers who want alerts on any unplanned events that affect service. Well, that's it for this episode. I'm Omar Barragan. Thanks for watching Connections.